Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening to those of you who are in fact, in New Zealand as well. Welcome on board. Thanks for joining us today, wherever you are around the globe. And we're at the INI Builds fantastic Queenstown Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the A32NX, parked sideways on stand 1. And we're off to go and have a little look at the new Flightbeam Studios Wellington Airport in a special preview for Microsoft Flight Simulator, releasing in a few days from now. Hello to Team Wellington as well, welcome. Thanks if you guys are connecting on as ATC today, thank you very much. And pre-stream starting, we've also had a pre-departure clearance given to us as well. Great to see a couple of Ospreys flying along today. And for those of you in Fly UK, this is also, or both sectors today are Fly UK A320 routes too, should you wish to fly with Fly UK's Topaz Sky livery and log the flights. Shuts, hello to you, love flying in New Zealand, such an amazing landscape, can't wait to see Wellington. It's, oh, there's a double there, looks cosy, doesn't it? Dusty 2, hello, Road of Fear Pie. Yeah, I've had a brief look at the new Wellington. It looks insanely nice. So, yeah, very much looking forward to it. And Queenstown, as always, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful bit of scenery. Beautiful landscape as well. And a notoriously fantastic approach. And also a notoriously fantastic departure. If you're tuning in perhaps for the first time, do hit that subscribe button down below. Come and say hello in the live chat. Don't forget to give the stream today a thumbs up. Let's go inside the flight deck. We're tankering fuel today. We've got enough fuel to go inbound to Wellington, then onwards to Auckland, plus another alternate and a bit of a diversion too. Road of Feb morning, woke up early. Hello, as did Centurio as well. Thanks for joining us. Flaps 2 for departure. Flex temp 68, and there's our V speeds. John, hi, welcome. We've got Queenstown Tower on. Grayson, hello to you, and Gary, and on Christchurch Centre. Queenstown information, Oscar. Expect ILS runway 05, wind 030 degrees at 4 knots, visibility 46 kilometres, no cloud detected, temperatures +4. Dew point +2, QNH 1026. We've got those set. And we want 1181, which is who we've got tuned, followed by 1237. Got those in the box. Queenstown.
Calling Queenstown Tower, your readability is 5.
We've got EPD3 Papa departure by Tim Joe. Jay, good morning, hello to you. So, this is an interesting one, folks. More so useful because we're in daylight hours. We've wound the time back to daylight, but we have got live weather on, as is always the case when we fly on VATSIM. But this is our departure today. So, we're going to take off runway 05. We then have to basically fly it manually up the Quaru River into the valley, Gibston Valley. Heading up towards Gixel, around 10,000 to flight level 150. So it's going to be an interesting hand-flown departure today. Our routing is then going to take us Gixel at Dex.
600. Good evening to you.
At Vor, and climbing up then to Tim Joe, flight level 250.
Flight level 370.
From Tim Joe.
Make the Amplov 3 departure Tim Joe transition.
Yankee 153. Then we're going to Dopke, over Christchurch, Greta, not Thunberg, thankfully, otherwise our ears would bleed. Then towards, over to the North Island, then into Wellington. So we're starting at the bottom of the South Island almost. We're heading up to the capital, Wellington, and then we're going to head north up to Auckland. So flight across.
3 Alpha departure. So for that, rest of the readback is correct. The time just ticked past 05, so it's ready to...
Gary, the Epdex departure has nice views. It sounds like the other guys have got different departure routings, so...
And we'll advise for push and start, and it's in 600.
1293 in Queenstown, he's extending.
Queenstown Tower Osprey, 27 Juliet Mike, stand 6, episode 320 Neo, requesting I5 to Wellington. Information.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Last station calling
293.
Queenstown Tower, a little bit light on the transmission. Say again your call sign.
Queenstown Tower Osprey, 27 Juliet Mike, come stand 6, requesting clearance to
Okay,
Wellington.
I think we're there. I think we're there. We've done boarding, we've done fueling.
27 Juliet Mike, much
Performance
better.
is,
You, sir, are
that's,
cleared to Wellington via the flight plan route, all the way up to flight level 390. The NPOV Tree Alpha departure Tim Joe transition. Squawk for you 5666.
As 2, do the adults get jockey 2?
We are cleared. AMPOV 3 Alpha departure. Tim Joe transition.
So those guys are
flight level
getting this
390
different
and
departure
squawk
here
5,
on
6,
Navigraph.
6,
Let's show you guys
Osprey,
that.
27 Juliet Mike.
27 Juliet Mike, just going to make a change to that squawk code. If you squawk 5672.
Papa 3 Alpha. So that's what they've got. They've got the sort of like circle over the airfield and then head up. It's an RNAV departure. Quite a nice one actually.
Any devils involved in the flight north this morning. And a 27 Juliet Mike, your readback is correct. Time coming up 07. Advise ready to push and start.
Whoa, hello.
Push and start Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Where did that happen? What have we got here? Formation Oscar. Queenstown Tower, good afternoon, Osprey 165, stand 1 with Oscar, been cleared via PDC via centre. Do you want me to go through clearance again?
Yeah, why don't you just give me the clearance just so I'm on the same page.
You received, so been cleared via PDC to Wellington, runway 05, Eptex 3 Papa departure, squawk 5703.
Just confirm your departure for me.
I'll be given the Epdex 3 Papa departure, runway 05 via Tim Joe.
Okay, Ebdex 3 Papa departure, Tim Joe. Thanks for that. I'll make the change my end. And just give me your call sign one more time.
It's Osprey 165.
Thought it was Osprey 165.
Flight bank discontinuity from Wardston to Wellington. We haven't really got that far into the route yet to have a little look at our approach, but we're looking at runway 34 and the Wards 5 Alpha arrival into Wellington when we get a bit closer. We could probably put that in now actually. ILS. Ward 5 Alpha. Having a quick look at the charts. So Wards 5 Alpha goes up to Umaga. And then, yeah, Umaga for final approach. Yeah. So that should work. Boards on docks, saltimeter Jonah Umaga, boot in. Perfect. That'll do. Just in case, we're squawking the right code, 5703, and we've got the QNH 1026 with information Oscar, set on the standby instruments as well. We've got initial climb 15,000. Epdex 3 Papa is our departure routing for today, so we're going to have our work cut out whilst the others enjoy a nice RNAV departure. Very short taxi today as well.
Queenstown Tower, g'day. Qantas 117 with you at stand Romeo 2, requesting IFR clearance to Wellington.
32, on my word, I've not been on flight sim for a while. I'm updating a few things and I'm delighted to now see. Great news, isn't it? Salty Sim 747 now included in the flybywire installer. Very cool.
Wellington via the flight plan route, flight level tree 50, NPOV tree alpha departure Tim Joe transition, squawk 5665.
Centurion is flying the Airbus A320 on Neo, fantastic. Doc, I haven't flown this one before. I've flown the other version of it, but not quite like this one. Let's request startup. Once he's had a chance to speak to whoever it is that's requesting some clearance. We're off external power, APU's on as well. Grant, hello. Anyone flying in Manchester later on? We're not. Hopefully a couple of people are. Maybe even perhaps I'll have a couple of Ospreys there too. Turn the tablet off. Osprey 165, stand 1, request startup.
Osprey 165, time has just ticked past 12. You're clear to start.
Let's start Osprey 165. I have to put the beacon on. Always forget that, don't I? Here we go.
All the other departures making the NPOV Tree Alpha. The FX Tree Charlie is a very scenic flight. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it.
My COVID is giving me quite a tickly throat today, so you might hear in my voice I'm a little bit more croaky, a bit more coarse as usual, but we're fighting through it again. As we get all the engines started up in the A32NX. We've got the Moby Flights thing connected to the Visix Autopilot Controller too. So I've got the hardware fired up for it today. So runway 05 is heading off directly down there into the valley. We're going to be then hand flying a right turn up the valley as we climb up to 15,000, and then we'll just decide. We'll go from there from what ATC instruct us to do.
Queenstown Tower, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is ready for start. Push.
Boo, flew from Bordeaux to Seattle yesterday, crashed the desktop just before top of descent. Oh, 10.5 hours of flight time. No!
Push in.
Then I took my PC out the back and set it on fire.
Start Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Go flaps.
Queenstown Tower, Qantas 117, just confirming expected runway.
Qantas 117,
Want flaps 2 for this departure, folks, as well.
Right now.
Receive 05 and use Qantas 117.
Shuts, you know what? That's the one thing I keep forgetting to get.
0 degrees at forward.
Let's pop those out the
Tower, New Zealand
early.
600, stand 4, ready for push and start.
NZAA Simulations, I believe, are creating Christchurch. They'll be coming soon as well.
Time coming up 15.
Then I think New Zealand will probably be the country with the most incredible views and scenery in the sim, full stop. Water brake max, takeoff config test, because flaps 2 unlocked. Osprey 165, request taxi.
Osprey 165 by Alpha Tree, cleared to backtrack line up runway 05.
Or Alpha 3 cleared backtrack, runway 05, Osprey 165.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Wonderful bit of scenery this. Just fell foul of the rudder thing. The viewpoint when you lock it. Quick control surface check. We've got full authority. And we'll look right anyway, but we'll also look left into the lake behind us. We'll aim to sort of keep this speed for the backtrack, I think.
Osprey 165, we can get a little bit ahead of ourselves on the beautiful departure. Gary is waiting for you, Christchurch, the frequency 129.3. Surface wind is currently 0 degrees. Follow knots. Upon reaching runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Upon reaching runway 05, cleared takeoff after departure as well. Contact Gary 129.3, Osprey 165. Thanks.
Beautiful departure you've got. Enjoy the flight. Good to see you.
Awesome. Thanks for having us. Super
I'll
late.
you guys down here blasting around in the greatest country on the planet.
Actually, to be fair, probably not wrong. Yeah, it's extremely late in New Zealand, so it's fantastic that the controllers have decided to come online and give us a bit of ATC today.
Ready for push and start.
All right on the tiller.
117.
Light signs, eco memos, no blue.
Past 17.5, you're cleared to push and start.
Clear for push and start, Qantas 117.
Jacob, this is the experimental branch. Malcolm, hello. Check out my tutorials for AIG. Hopefully that will solve a lot of the problems. Definitely worthwhile having, absolutely. So, park brakes on.
And Queenstown Tower, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike is ready for taxi.
Such a tickly throat, it's unreal.
Osprey 27 Juliet
Right.
Mike, just hold position.
Park brake off.
Hold position, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Bit of water. Bit of power. Save the throat first.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, sorry, was that a
Thought I'd
for
took the
taxi?
park brake off, but anyway, flex
Yeah,
SRS.
affirmative, we'll follow the Air New Zealand when he's ready.
I was just going to say that to you.
Speeds
so
alive.
If you just, in fact, actually just hold your current position.
Yeah, we'll hold our position and Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Go under 600 Queenstown Tower, you ready to take?
P1, rotates.
Auckland 600 almost.
Sorry, 600, you cut off there, say again.
We got
Stabilise that there.
Before we get started, I'm sorry.
Go positive rate, gear up. We've got to ignore the VNAV because it's not accurate. And we are hand flying this now, so you've got to be following the river.
They're just rather interesting to keep going. Queenstown traffic information for PAR's just become active. Couple of changes, the surface wind is 0 follow 0
Max
degrees
rate of climb.
5 knots. Temperature now
Want to try and get away from
03,
this terrain.
Dew point 02, QNH remains 1026. Information pop up.
Queenstown Tower, good evening. Great. New Zealand 604 requesting clearance to Wellington with information pop-up.
Go climb.
604, g'day Daniel, cleared to Wellington via the flight plan routes all the way up to flight level tree 90. Make the NPOV Tree Alpha departure Tim Joe transition. Score 5673.
Cleared to Wellington.
We've got to keep
flight
going
plan route, flight level 390,
until we intercept that track to Gixel. And in that time, we're following the river into the valley.
1604, reback correct. Time coming up to 1. Advise ready to push and start.
Cross Control, good evening. Osprey 165, 5,500 feet on the FDEX 3 PAP departure, Queenstown.
Osprey 165, Crisis Control. G'day, you're identified. Climb via the SID 2, flight level 350. You may cancel all ATC altitude restrictions.
Not by the SID, flight level 350, and no speed restrictions, Osprey 165.
No, there's no altitude restrictions. You can climb unrestricted.
We'll go no altitude restrictions, Osprey 165.
Base team, enjoy that view.
Okay, that looks like we're going to be on to Gixel now. Got rid of that. Let's disarm the spoilers. And we'll go autopilot on. Actually worked out quite nicely for us, I think. Where we go. Flaps 2, it makes it a little bit easier. You get a really good climb rate. Nice to hand fly a departure as well. And we could do a direct Gixel. And that will now trigger us back onto nav mode. Happy days. Seatbelt signs. Pop that back onto arc. Standard pressure for both. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, on the other side. There we go. Whoopee.
Osprey 165, if you like, you can track direct to Tim Joe radar track.
Just repeat your last, please, Osprey 165. Oh, I hear him.
Osprey 165 FM, if you like, you can track present position direct to Tim Joe radar track.
I'm getting you readability 3 at the moment.
Osprey 165, roger. Present position, you can clear direct to Tim Joe radar terrain.
Thank you, sorry, direct Tim Joe, Osprey 165.
Okay, I've just turned my mic up, how do you read that?
That's alright, it's probably my my COVID ears. Zealand's one of those countries I've always wanted to visit in real life, and especially places like Queenstown. When you get the ability of a simulator like this that gives you the option of actually sort of visiting digitally, it almost makes you want to visit even more. It just looks spectacular, doesn't it? You guys want a really scenic approach for some lighter aircraft like the Grand Caravan, mentioned it yesterday, or even the Twin Otter. I highly recommend Mount Cook for an arrival. In fact, it's probably down there. You get sort of those blue sort of lagoony type rivers on the approach in. It looks spectacular. So we're on our way. Flightbeam Wellington is next. Upcoming scenery from those fantastic developers. The link, I believe, is in the description as well for the Flightbeam Studios NZWN product page. It's set for release on Tuesday the 19th of April. So 2 days away from now at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. This scenery that we're flying to as well, just as a bit of a note, is this is a beta preview version, so not everything is complete. There might be the odd little anomaly or something like that. Things like the interior are still a work in progress. They've also said that VTGS will be added post-release, similar to Auckland. And on release, there is going to be a toggle to enable and disable static aircraft, which will then also enable and disable gates 17 and 13 to be used.
New Zealand 600, Christchurch Control, you with me?
Look at that. Definitely a flaps 2 departure. I think last time we did this we barely made it off the runway because I walked up a little bit with my pre-departure calculations and things. Those of you who monitor the PMDG forums, there was another update from Robert Randazzo from the PMDG team that went on this morning, in fact, going through a number of or updates, if you like, and a couple of really nice screenshots. They've said from, I think, this evening, there are going to be at least the first of a few videos for the upcoming MSFS 737.
Cancel all ATC altitude restrictions.
Climb by departure 370, cancel all ATC restrictions and New Zealand 600.
See, that time I heard him say altitude restrictions, clear, cancel all altitude restrictions. Whereas in the throes of me actually manually flying the aeroplane and trying to track the river and monitor the charts, keep an eye on our position and all that sort of thing, I was kind of losing that a little bit, getting that auditory exclusion. But in no time we'll be in Wellington. Now, interestingly enough, we don't have any data here to assist us with our arrival. Wards 5 Alpha, it says OMDOC 6000.
New Zealand 600, cancel the SID and track direct to Tim J radar track.
Cancel the third and direct to Tim Joe, New Zealand 600.
Let's add it in here, let's add 7000. Because ideally we'll get some sort of top of descent, but I don't think we're going to get it today. We have got Christchurch control on those, so we might get a little bit of assistance. It's saying from Wards track 013 to Omdocs. Cross Omdocs at or above 6,000, track 022 via Salty to Meter. Cross Salty at or above 5.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, Christchurch control, g'day, identified. Climb via the SID and just maintain 1,000 for a short time. You're clear of train by radar.
Max 7,000 feet, 220 knots, sorry.
Maintain 10,000, affirmative.
Flightbeam 10,000, 10,000, you're clear of train by radar.
Look at that.
Climb flight level 2, 12,000, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, okay, that'll do. You can maintain 2,000 feet for a short time.
Maintain 2,000, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
If you're looking for a virtual airline or anything like that as well, flyuk.aero is a fantastic one. We're not flying with them today, but it does give you the ability to sort of go and explore places like New Zealand and get this wonderful scenery. I mean, look how great that looks. And imagine this with the Orbex New Zealand mesh. I need to stop forgetting to purchase that as well. Very cool. Love a bit of New Zealand in MSFS. Centurio went for flap 3 takeoff. Yeah, it's not far off that, is it really? Flaps 2 is pushing it. Doc wants to see the prog page. Anything in particular?
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike can cancel the sit down, turn right and track direct to Timjo radar train.
Do you want to see a distance to Wards?
Right on track Timjo, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
I'm going to say something like 60 nautical miles towards. We want to be descending to 7.
New Zealand 600, would you be able to pick up your climb rate, please?
One, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 5.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, just report when you are tracking on Timjo, thanks.
Got 8 people flying today, I think.
We'll report on track to Timjo, we're just turning now.
Which thanks.
Which is awesome.
And Osprey 27 Juliet Mike can climb to flight level, correction, you can climb to flight level 150 now.
Climb flight level 150, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Oh, that's because the optimal flight level
T-Star 2016, contact me now on Christchurch Control 123.47.
isn't in yet.
123.7, just out of 2016. Just out of 2016, Christchurch Control 320.
There's cruise.
T-Star 2016, Christchurch Control, thanks, flight level 320, when ready to descend to flight level 150.
150, T-Star 2016.
So we're going to be moved across different frequencies now. Where we need 1237 or 12904.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, Captain speaking. We'll just reach our cruise altitude for the flight. As again to settle in, I do want
We'll wait till we're told.
Keep your seatbelt elsewhere from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please return from Conjugate.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, climb to flight level 160 and expedite your climb, thanks.
Climb flight level 160 and expedite the climb, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
That's actually, speaking of expedite, that's a button that hasn't worked in the flybywire. A32NX, it'd be great if it does. Perhaps that's something they could work on when VNav gets to that point where it's a little bit more reliable, a little bit more stable, and they're happy with the results, what they're simulating.
Juliet Mike, confirm 170.
I firm you can climb out of flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, Osprey 27.
Take 27 Juliet Mike, now you can climb to flight level 390.
All the way up to 390, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Now, I believe Swells expedite means, I mean, ultimately you'd press that button there and it would
Go
for max climb or max descent.
76,000 for 350. 117 tanks identified. Just type to climb 10,000 feet, clear of train by radar. Received, stop climb at
Queenstown ATIS.
117.
Projectile S34, runway conditions are dry, surface wind is calm, visibility 40 kilometers, sky clear, temperatures +9 degrees, viewpoint +6 degrees, and QNH 1029, 2,000 foot wind is reported variable 5 knots. I think I did have a discontinuity actually, yeah. We've got rid of it though. Yeah, we've got rid of it. It's okay, we can manually work it out if we have to. I'll just stick that in. Being lazy, I'll make one up. ILS 34 for the charts. Straight in via Ramaga. And Decision height 300 on the Barrow. Lovely stuff.
27 Juliet Mike, for separation 10, left heading 360.
Turn left heading 360, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Christchurch is down there somewhere. Can't see it though. MPS Gaming, good afternoon, welcome. Swells, it's just about getting, I guess, used to the terminology. Most of it's standard across the world. Sometimes you get controllers that you can't quite understand in the real world as well. When I fly in little PA-28s at Denham, sometimes I can't hear the controllers or understand them properly because it's muffled or whatever else.
Climb via to 10,000 feet. And
160 towards.
Okay, climb to 10,000 and speak motorway half for higher, New Zealand 604.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, thanks. You can now track direct Tim Joe.
Track direct Tim Joe, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
What have we got? Let's see. We've pretty much done everything we need to do now, to be honest. I'd like to think maybe after dop key it will give us a top of descent. If not, it's no problem. Night Shepherd's up and away, fantastic. Road of Fear, I think you're correct. You're correct there. Ian's up as well, fantastic. Gav, welcome. Ron's frequent flyer, thanks for deciding to join the channel as a member. Really appreciate your support. Welcome on board. If you are a channel member and you're in our Discord server, make sure you go to your Discord user settings.
17, climb to flight level 150.
And link your YouTube account with
150 for Qantas 117.
your Discord through the integrations part of the Discord user settings, and it will get you into the club lounge inside our Discord server, the members only area.
You're on 604 cancel set, you can turn either left or right, and track correct to Pimjo.
Jay, that's a great suggestion.
To flight level 150.
So when you're starting VATSIM, if you're struggling to hear through sort of the muffled microphone noise, that sort of thing, the realistic mic sounds, you can disable it inside the vPilot settings. I always forget about that one actually, that's a great tip. Will Wellington be the same price as Auckland? Potentially. I don't actually know what the price is going to be actually. Let me have a look.
Osprey 165, cleared the Wards 5 Alpha arrival, runway 34 Wellington.
Cleared there, Wards 5 Alpha arrival, runway 34, left Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, quick, been ready to turn to flight level 260.
Someone ready, flight level 260, Osprey 165. We'll give it a few minutes. What I'm doing at the moment is trying to see how much it will be. Oh, there you go. I found the product page. It's going to be £16, 16 UK pounds, Wellington. I'll put the link in the live chat as well for you guys. So actually, even better, those of you watching in the future. There we go, done. Paul, yeah, in relation to...
16 descend to 1,000 feet.
In relation
and,
to...
at Wellington Information Hotel, it's QNH1 Joe 29er.
The VDGS in Auckland, Paul, you have to enable anything.
1 Joe 29er.
Good gamer, hello, yeah, we're using VATSIM. Wellington smaller than Auckland, price should be lower, but that's by Doc's logic. Let's have a look. So £16 for Flightbeam Wellington.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up.
Auckland is £16 as well, same price. Auckland at the moment, by the way, folks, is on sale directly from Flightbeam for £12 in their Easter sale.
Climb to flight level 190. 190, Qantas 117.
Definitely worth checking out, thinking about picking that one up.
At Control New Zealand 600, could we change cruise altitude to flight level 290?
600 AC, recleared flight level 290, and you're cleared towards 5 Alpha arrival at runway 34.
And 290, and we're cleared for the Wards 5 Alpha arrival, runway 34, New Zealand 600.
New Zealand 604, request tyre.
604, climb to flight level 1, correction, flight level 290.
My theory here, set a little bit lower, a little bit earlier. We might get some rather nice views.
Take New Zealand 604, you can go all the way to 390.
You mean Wellington's expensive in real life, one big flat boy, right?
390, New Zealand 604.
Christchurch Control, good day, New Zealand 218.
Make sure I've got my airport charts selected too,
500 feet.
and the parking stands charts pinned. Rohit, awesome flight.
Climb advice at the 10,000 feet.
Climbing 10,000 feet, New Zealand 218.
Rohit's got a CPT at 1Z. Whereabouts? Try to come. Isn't that in like 15 minutes? I think we'll be a bit busy by then, by that point, sadly.
New Zealand 600, can I get you to maintain your best forward practical speed, thanks?
Maintain that forward.
Hold on a second. Why have we sped up?
That'll be Mach 8.80 for
maximum decimal 75 in the cruise, thanks.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, you were stepped on, can you repeat the message?
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, mark decimal 73 in the cruise, please.
Runway length 1,815 metres. I reckon we can get away with low auto brake.
600, we're accelerating to Mach 0.80.
New Zealand 600, thank you.
By 540. We need to start thinking about our next leg. Wello. That should be minus. Interesting. What I find rather odd is just having sort of like a very mild version of COVID affects your sort of ability to fly anyway. Today's biggest issue is a cough, a rather husky, tickly voice. Makes it quite
117 might be a delay
interesting.
The traffic ahead of you is texting, he's not responding to my messages.
Yeah, Qantas on the 7 is speed. I'm pretty flexible, just let me know where you need me.
Qantas 117, you can climb now to flight level 260.
260, Qantas 117.
Pretty much going due north all the way on our departure from Wellington today. Back at when we got to Auckland for the next leg.
Christchurch Centre, New Zealand 2472, thank you, passing 3,200 feet.
That's Centurio.
218, climb to flight level 160.
Ah, yes.
Flight level 160 for 2472. Negative, New Zealand 218, climb to flight level 160.
Climbing 160, New Zealand 218.
New Zealand 3472, identified, climb via Sid, maintain 10,000 feet, radar train.
David, hello, way late to the party, good afternoon, hope all is well, very good thanks. In fact, if you want to join us, David, you can. The second leg, Wellington to Auckland, short 1 hour hop, gate to gate. Salvatore, welcome. Christopher!
GSR 2610 to 10 via
Feel much better already.
Via side of 6,000.
How's VNAV? Oh, non-existent today. Not actually working for us or doing anything. But it's fine. We're doing it the old school way. Daniel, we are indeed. Yeah, thanks to you guys all providing ATC. It's remarkable. Very fun. Appreciate staying up late for it. Nighthawk, yeah, if he's telling you that, then he's probably for a bit of separation or something. If you're not sure, just you can confirm via text as well, so you can put just...
3165, we're ready to descend to 11,000 feet. Correction, flight level 150.
Send flight level 150, Osprey 165.
Osprey 27 Juliet, Mike, reduce further to decimal 70. Reduce speed to
Ah,
decimal
David, no problem.
70, Osprey.
Hope you're having a good weekend. Happy Easter to everyone as well. And just flying along as Air New Zealand 604, wonderful.
He's on 218, can you increase your rate of climb, thanks? Increasing rate of climb, he's on 218. He's on 218, you can cancel the SID and track correct to Tim J radar terrain.
So I've got a very little crossing between the south and the north. Bro hit, it's Christchurch Centre, but they're controlling. It's extending all of the island.
He's on 347, this is a short delay for hire. Same for New Zealand 2472. Thank you. Qantas 117, make your speed in the cruise, mark decimal 70. Mark decimal 70, Qantas 117.
Yeah, so Nighthawk, what the controller's doing by the looks of it is just offsetting you, so he's flying you onto a different route into Wellington to manage all the traffic around us. There's about 3 or 4 of you guys all paired up together, very close. It's all for separation, I think, by the looks of it. Oh my god, still got people just departed Queenstown. Remarkable.
New Zealand 2472, climb to 1,000 feet.
Actually, yes.
The SID, if I didn't say so, and you can continue that left-hand direction.
So our route is going to take us a straight line over the coastline.
We'll
have these sort of mountainous region here to the left. We're heading through that cloud there towards Wellington.
What was the waypoint, sorry, for 2472? Tim Joe.
Kind of around here where the cursor is, Wellington.
Direct to Tim Joe for 2472.
Bottom of the North Island.
2610, descend via start of 3,000 feet, cleared ILS, semi approach, runway 34, report established.
Down to 3,000 5, clear approach 34,
1188. Wellington Tower. We might get a call me back on from this controller because he's using multiple different frequencies.
Osprey 165, contact me now on 129.4.
Contact you now on 129.4 Osprey 165. Ta-da! What are we on?
New Zealand 3472, climb to flight level 170. Climb to 170 for New Zealand 2472.
Cross-section control, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, continue descent to 1,000 feet. The Cook Strait QNH 1029.
You descend to flight level 110 and QNH 1029, Osprey 165. Which is below transition actually, so I think I've read it back wrong. I think I meant not flight level, I think I should have said beat instead. What a remarkable approach this would be. So we're still on the South Island.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, you cleared the wards 5 Alpha arrival, runway 34 Wellington.
Cleared wards 5 Alpha arrival, 34 left, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
New Zealand 604, make your speed and the climbing cruise.
If you want to download all of our liveries
0 or less.
and the VR Martin match as well, so you can model match on VATSIM
Mark 70 or less.
with other Osprey Airlines pilots, Airways pilots, Osprey regional
New
pilots.
Zealand 218,
Head to britishafgate.com/liveries and you'll be able to find it all there.
Please just repeat that, please, from New Zealand 218.
New Zealand 218 and the cruise, so make your speed mark decimal 70.
70 and the cruise, thanks, New Zealand 218.
New Zealand 2472, climb to flight level 200.
Flight level 200 for New Zealand 2472.
And same for you on the cruise, mark decimal 70.
Make decimal 70 for New Zealand 2472.
Actually get both. Thankfully our liveries are free, so don't worry about that. We've got to check our frequencies here as well. So we've got IMP, it's the 3-letter code for ILS 34 into Wellington. 109.9 is good, and a course of 341 degrees is good.
Number 1, following a flock of Airbuses inbound from the south.
112 decimal 3 for Wellington WN. And we've also got a Wellington or Newlands NDB 358 for missed approach, which we need to tune, so we'll put that into ADF2. That's important. Missed approach for this. I'll show you guys the charts. So we're going to fly in on this approach at the moment, wards, on docks. We leave the South Island.
New Zealand 600, contact me now on.
And then we're going to work towards these speed constrictions down to a MAGA.
4 New Zealand 600.
From there, we're then going to intercept from a MAGA the ILS
New Zealand 600.
runway 34.
600, thanks, flight level 290.
Straight in.
When ready, descend to
The missed approach for this is track 341 degrees to 750 knots, feet, sorry. Turn right direct to the Newlands NDB. Outer above 2000, turn left, track 334 to Whitby, mandatory 3000 and expect radar control service. 3-degree glide slope, intercept that at 6.1 DME at 2000 feet. And we've gone for MDA 300. Like so. Not expecting anything griefy for this one.
Osprey 165, descend by a start of 6,000 feet.
Set by the star, 6,000 feet, Osprey 165. Look at that. We've just triggered some weird bug with the what is going on with that? Everything else is fine.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, request descent. Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, contact me now on 1290.44.
1294 Osprey.
Hopefully it'll sort itself out soon. The plane's bugging out a little bit.
Approach Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, request descent.
Look at that.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, descend to flight level 270.
Send 270, Osprey 270 Lima.
Osprey 165, contact me now on 123.7.
Contact 123.6, Osprey 165. How does it manage so many frequencies? That's fixed itself. Process control, Osprey 165. On 123.7. Thanks for that. Roger, control, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, descend to Vistar to 3,000 feet.
Far Star 3,000 feet, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, correct, and you're cleared for the ILS steady approach runway 34. Report established, your number 2, traffic you're following is just about to turn onto the ILS at 11 miles.
Clear for the ILS, runway 34, report established, number 2, Osprey 165. That's all set. It's behaving a little bit weirdly today actually. It's trying to get us to go 260 knots up below 10,000 and a few other things, which is a bit strange. So we're in speed intervention mode at the moment. Selected speed mode. Meter is coming up in about 40 nautical miles. And from there we want to be at 220.
165, track direct to Umaga.
Track direct to Umaga, Osprey 165.
Can we just maintain 3,000 feet to Umaga next?
It will go, Osprey 165. Night Shepherd, some of the liveries didn't load.
Qantas 117, you cleared the wards 5 Alpha arrival.
How much of the AIG tutorials do you have?
Cleared for 5 Alpha arrival, expecting runway 34, Qantas 117.
Qantas 117, correct, contact now on 129.44.
129.4, Qantas 117.
How cool is this? Let's get those switched on, we need them. Still miles away. For that, but we can set low auto brake. Ground spoiler's arm.
Start 2016, just confirm you're established.
Yeah, I'm on my list.
QSAT 2016, roger, maintain 170 knots to 5 miles, contact Wellington Tower, 118.8 PM.
118.8 to 15.
Quite low. I'll do a little 300 foot per minute.
Qantas 117 with you, 260.
Qantas 117, the Christchurch contact, flight level 26, expect descent shorts.
Yeah, we'll slow descent for the next 1,000 foot.
Expect descent shortly, Qantas 117.
But look at the views.
Osprey 27 Juliet might descend to, or when you're ready, descend to flight level 150.
When ready, send 150, Osprey 27 Juliet 9.
What a place. They got an NZAA Simulations Christchurch coming soon. They also released Raglan, which is a really cool water-based airport airfield. There's a little land strip there too. Flightbeam Studios Auckland, any scenes Queenstown, which is remarkable. You've got the Orbex New Zealand mesh.
New Zealand 600, continue to descend to 1,000 feet, the QNH is 1029.
Continue descent 1000, QNH 1029.
And now Flightbeam Studios Wellington, which is releasing in 2 days from now. Swale, easily about 1,000 probably. If I was to put a number on it.
New Zealand 3472, sorry about that, I forgot to climb you. You can, what altitude would you like to climb to?
There goes the South Island.
I'm open to whatever's easy for you. 2472. Okay, I'll save you a wee bit of gas. You can climb to flight level 310, how does that sound? No worries, 310 for 2472.
Keep smashing that like button, folks, while you're here as well. Jassery, indeed it has been. Yes, the Sonic 747 can now be downloaded through the flybywire installer.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, you can pick your speed up a little to, what's your indicated airspeed right now?
0.0621.
Okay, and what's that in
David, yeah,
indicated
they're
airspeed,
usually
please?
fantastic, aren't they?
261 knots by 271.
Okay, can you pick it up at 270 knots, thanks. That'll should work.
Cruise 270 off by 261.
Qantas 117 reduced to 250 knots.
250 knots, Qantas 117.
And that minus 200 foot per minute descent. Start to see a bit of land there in front. Wellington's just on the nose. Over there somewhere.
Contact me now on 123.7.
123.7, New Zealand 600. And control, New Zealand 600.
New Zealand 600, continue descent to 11,000 feet from port, indicated airspeed.
Okay, continue descent to 11,000 and airspeed about 297, New Zealand 600.
New Zealand 600, Roger, reduced to 270 knots.
Reduced to 270, New Zealand 600.
Okay, 248 knots at the moment. At 3,000 feet.
Qantas 117 descend to flight level 210. Oh, when you're ready, that is descend at flight level 210.
Receive.
Probably kill the music for now as well, because we're almost into this, our approach. 30 track miles to go. And then we'll begin our turnaround to head off further north to Auckland. We'll spot a couple of the folks landing too. In fact, we look fairly well separated. Most of us look fairly well separated. Got a few more screenshots on Volanta. 20 knots, 20 miles to go. And we brief for the missed approach. Make sure I've got those charts set up ready. Just in case. Wales, so downloaded liveries for hours, didn't realise I could download the file I have. So you need all the liveries and the models from AIG. All my VMR file is just a basic text file that vPilot can read, so that it can scan through all of the liveries that you've got installed to try and find the ones that it can match. Dock, because I've been told to go that low. Let's go to manage speed mode now. Love this little autopilot hardware controller I've got.
600 descend fast start of 6,000 feet.
21.
Down to 6,000.
12s, yes, you do.
New Zealand 600.
Takes many hours, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, contact now on 123.7, thanks.
Contact 123.7. 1236 on boat 27 Juliet Mike.
1237.
1237 on boat 27 Juliet Mike. Wellington Osprey 27 Juliet Mike inbound towards
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, thanks. Descend to
Right, Shepherds, you don't need the model matching magic program. You just need the AIG OCI installer. You need to then install all of the liveries and stuff you want, the airlines you want to be able to see, and then you need the VMR I've created. .200 knots, 190 is the constraint in 8 miles, so what we'll do to get below green dot, I'll just use flaps 1. 12s, whichever ones you want to see. Here we go, what have we got here? So there's the airport. We go flaps 1 now. That'll get us down to about 180.
Qantas 117, descend to flight level 150.
Yeah, not far from 180 actually. Good stuff.
150, Qantas 117.
Flight Power Sims, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. And there is our first glimpse of Flightbeam Studios' new Wellington, soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. Links are in the description for today's live stream if you do want to get your hands on it on release in 2 days from now. There she is.
Qantas 117, contact now on 12.
We've been cleared for the ILS.
3 days 7, thanks.
Auckland Control, 0712, hello.
Automatic, good morning. Chura's going to be next in behind.
7, contact me now on 123.7.
123.7 for Qantas 117.
One thing I like now with the LNAV improvements is that it will intercept nicely. It doesn't do what it used to do in the sim.
67, 12, Auckland.
12s, just leave it on.
Evening, identified. Time
This.
flight level 250.
Manage mode. What I do recommend though, when you go flaps 2, it will try and go down to F, which is about 140-ish knots. Try and avoid that. So set 160 till 4, which is probably what I'll do next. That's active.
Qantas 117 Christchurch, are you with me on 1237?
Received on with you on 123.7. Apologies, so I got sidetracked.
No worries, descend to 1000 feet, QNH 1019, accretion 1029.
I'm going to go 165.
QNH descend to 100 Qantas 117.
Or 1000, 11,000, break, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, descend by the start when you're ready to 6,000 feet.
Stand by the star, 6000 feet, Osprey 27, Juliet Mark.
Osprey 165 established.
Osprey 165, thanks, maintain 1 Siemens 0 knots to 5 miles, contact Wellington Tower, 118.8, yeah.
Maintain 170 till 5 and contact tower 118.8. Thanks to the ATC, see you. 165.
Cheers.
7 miles. 2.5. Wellington Tower, good evening. Osprey 165 with hotel, 8 miles. Correction, 7 miles ILS 34.
Osprey 165, a very warm welcome. The runway 34 Big Land.
Good land, runway 34, Osprey 165. Oh, here we go. I love this livery. No sky dolly for this one, sadly. There's a lot of traffic behind us, but also we don't want to risk breaking the sim with replays. Because we've got the next leg to do as well. Doc, I certainly do, yes. What about 4 miles? Go full flap now. Set up the feet on the rudders. Use reset. Great approach, isn't it, Automator? Absolutely wonderful. Look at that.
.500.
Hey, that was a little bit of my fault there, overzealous with a bit of elevator.
100 above. 300. Minimum 200.
You've got this. Going to be nice and smooth. Nice little rock edging to the airfield. Trying to suppress a
50,
coughing fit.
40, 30,
You COVID.
20, retard.
Nice.
5.
There we go. Holding the flare. Oh. First screen. And that's the nose wheel now down. So this is a preview version, as I mentioned before, of the Flightbeam Studios Wellington scenery. It's releasing in a few days. There are some new things, like...
Osprey 165 Turbo, welcome to Wellington. Taxi stand your choice via Alpha and 679.
Those. Taxi standard choice via Alpha and the apron Osprey 165, thanks. We'll have a good look around. Swales, it's from FS Hubs. Landing rate manager.
610, negative, hold position, company traffic.
Look at that.
Taxiing behind.
Yeah, I got you.
The old bright bar lights. Doc, yeah, almost. Almost like I planned it. So, a nice little zoomy departure. A little taxi in. No VDGS here. See, I've got to. My fault. I was braking whilst moving the camera view. Sobo really need to fix that, don't they? Quite frustrating. China Eastern just disappeared. 2 Ospreys, love it. Automated, yeah, literally just, you can see them there, we've just gone past a few. We'll go and have a look properly. That's nice. Custom gates.
2610, push and start approved, time 2, 1.5.
How's that on the line? Oh, not quite. There's the A320 line, love it. Bar brakes on. Ashley, is that you in the Jetstar? There we are, welcome to Flightbeam Studios, Wellington. Look at those gates. Wellington, not Wellington. That's quite cool. That.
And Tower New Zealand 600.
What was the colloquial term for a group of Ospreys?
34, maintaining 1.
Oh, I missed a squiggle. It'll be great, won't it? The 146 with sort of airports like this.
0, 0. Surface winds calm, runway 34, clear to land. 34, clear to land, New Zealand 600.
There you go, in a bit of twilighty looks. I can't see a 737 actually. A couple of statics there. Right. We got one coming into land. Let's go over the whole bar lights that Automator wanted to see. Look at these ground textures. Let's get some music on as well. We'll get that back on as we explore. Watch a few of the touchdowns. Centurio's on the way in. Those. Can you see, Caleb's asking if they've modelled the Wellington sign on the hill by runway 34? Yeah, sure. Look at that. Step up. New Zealand Air Force, New Zealand Air Force. Angering there. So there's a hill over here that you're saying, is it this hill? Is that what Wellington?
2610, the tug pushed me the wrong way, but I'm...
Whereabouts is it?
Just 2610, not a problem. Taxi Alpha 10, holding point runway 34 via... Can you make Bravo 6?
Yeah.
Taxi holding point Alpha 10, runway 34 via Bravo 6 Alpha.
Alpha 10 via Bravo 6 Alpha 2610.
Oh, the other end, Caleb, okay, on the runway 16 side. No problem. We'll watch Centurio land. And I'll turn drone camera speed up so we can zip over quite quickly to the other side. Centurio's in an A321neo. It is an AIG model. Looks like it's textureless though, doesn't it? Oh no, it's not textureless. The All Blacks livery. There we are. Trace him. So where am I looking? Ah! There it is! They did put it in there. There you go, Caleb. I think Mir must have known you were going to ask. There we are, got a little screenshot of that. What do you think?
Tower interview on 600, vacated 34, Alpha 2.
600, very warm welcome to Wellington, hope you had a good flight. Taxi, stand your choice by Alpha and Bravo 6.
There it is indeed.
Alpha, Bravo 6, and what was the stand number?
Stand of your choice.
There's runway 16, you can see the flashing bar lights, hold lights as well.
Just 2610. Once everyone contact crash.
In fact, if I stay here,
from 7 runway 34, clear for immediate takeoff.
We're going to get an immediate takeoff.
Crash on 123.7, once airborne, please takeoff. Just start
3-4 flight, VATSIM. $13.27, we'll go for $13.50 off blocks time out of Wellington to Auckland. 46-minute airtime, nice. Hey, there goes the Jetstar. Looks like they've modelled in some of this as well. Off in the distance, so in fact next to that big stadium there's a couple of coffee signs too. So again, the thing with Flightbeam is they don't just do purely the airport, they try and do some of the environment around it as well, make it look as realistic and authentic as possible. And it looks really good, doesn't it? Just a user still at Wellington, we've only just got here. What else can we spot that part of this scenery? There's a tower up there. Shopping centre down at the bottom as well. We can see that just running on the left hand side of the screen. David A, cool scenery, it is indeed. Jay's going to need a second job for all these add-ons. Add this one to the list. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Look at that. And this is us zoomed in as well. Shows that actually the LODs on this scenery are really good as well. They're nicely optimised. Here comes John. Scramble the fire trucks.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike. Surface winds calm, runway 34, clear land.
What have we got over this side?
Clear land, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Got the big old car park. What is that? It's a car park, isn't it? Yeah. Complete with road signs. Jared, yeah, stadium near the docks. We've just had a little look at that actually.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, ready 505.
Caleb's living in Wellington as well. What do you think? Do you think it looks realistic? You live here.
to Information Hotel. Looking for IFR clearance to Auckland.
Cheeky Josh. God, don't let me distract you.
Osprey 71
See your lights.
Alpha Golf. Cleared the Auckland Wellington 2. Level 370. Polish 5 Romeo departure, Russell transition, squawk 552.
And actually, we're going to get a nice sunset. By the time we depart, we'll have had a good look around, then see with all the night textures what it looks like too.
Departure, Russell transition. Altitude, flight level 370 and squawk 5527. Osprey 71 Alpha Golf.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, repick is correct. Information
Definitely run out of water.
1029 is correct.
COVID's kicking me today, folks.
Alpha Golf, thanks.
Here's the terminal. I don't know if it's got an interior yet. Although actually it does have a bit of an interior still. It's set inside the main terminal, so I assume it's in here. Oh, look at this! Look at the glass textures as well. Wow. Spectacular. Let's pump out because we've got to see John's touchdown. It's getting dark now, isn't it? Change this horrible music. Holy moly. That's better. Sun's dropping quickly now. Blue, look at the freaking level of detail. It's nice, isn't it? Look at these custom textures over on this part of the remote stands. Wow. Once he's down, we'll leave the drone camera here because we need to rush to get configured for our return. All the while, we're burning the fuel that we've loaded for today. Daniel, go back. There is a Lord of the Rings eagle inside. Oh, okay. Don't let me forget. We'll start configuring for turnaround. Then we can work to depart. In fact, I can see some more lights coming in behind John. There's just caught a glimpse of a landing light over there. Gav, this one is on the list. Wow, it's good, isn't it? Hanging from the roof. God, it's a great spot. Look at that. I mean, it's such a wonderful scenery as well. Great part of the world. Right, let's probably put AP on bleed. Otherwise we didn't run out of power. ATSU AOC. Init press. Data request. Weight balance. A few more passengers to load. Flight level 350 seems
27 Juliet Mike, welcome to Wellington, taxi stand
quite ambitious.
Via Alpha and Bravo 6.
Stand taxi.
Your information hotel.
6, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Brussels. Need to refresh for Lanta and things.
Wellington, course 117 with you, established ILS runway 34.
Qantas 117, sir, Platoon's calm, runway 34, clear land.
So you cleared land, Qantas 117?
Not quite sure what departure we're going to be given. We are on stand 27. Wellington Tower, Osprey 165, stand 27 with information hotel, A32NX request IFR clearance to Auckland.
Sorry, last station calling Takeoff, man.
Osprey 165.
Osprey 165 cleared to Auckland by the flight plan route, follow 350. Polar 5 Romeo departure, Roosevelt transition, squawk 5240.
Cleared to Auckland. Flight plan routes filed, flight level 350, and was it the Polex 5 Romeo departure, Roosevelt transition, 5240 Osprey 165.
It's the, the Polar 5 Romeo departure, Roosevelt transition.
Yeah, we'll go Polar 5 Romeo departure, Roosevelt transition, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, reback is correct, dispatch hotels current 1029.
H1029, Osprey 165. So that is...
Radio check, please.
Sorry, last station called Takeoff.
Osprey 69.
Osprey 69, ready for the 5.
Osprey 69 at stand 2, I believe that's temporary cut down, clean to Auckland, just got to take it.
Wow, look at these lights coming in.
Osprey 69, clear to Auckland, flight plan route.
Got a few more minutes. See him on TCAS actually. That helps.
Roosevelt transition, squawk 5012.
2.6 for fuel, we've got enough then, we've not had to refuel anything. Do flaps 2 departure again.
Osprey 69, a readback is correct information, hotels current 1029.
Hotel 1029.
So Perth, Wellington, departure, it's 1,000 feet. Flex 5 Romeo departure. Roosevelt transition. Sir, on the flight plan. Lovely. Back out.
Wellington Target A, New Zealand 218.
We're expecting Dave 6 Bravo.
434.
Runway 05 right into Auckland.
New Zealand 218, continue approach number 2 behind Qantas, 8320 short finals.
Continuing approach number 2 behind the Qantas, thanks, New Zealand 218.
In fact, let's see what this is like if we go out a bit further. Look at that. Keep smashing that like button while you're here, folks, as well. Grant, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing. Cosme, Jack B as well. Mike Redfly, Ronan. Welcome, folks. Great to see new subscribers here today. Here comes the Qantas. Screenshot. Gotcha. Ah. It's such a nice place to fly. Imagine this for tower view. We've got a few minutes before the next one's in. Let's have a look for that Lord of the Rings thing that was hanging from the ceiling. Oh, there it is. Let's rewind the time, see if we can actually... What is it? 17:42. Wow. There it is, Caleb. How did I literally go past that and not even notice?
New Zealand 218.
That's impressive. What a beautiful terminal, though.
Hits right on Alpha 3, surface winds, calm, runway 34, clear land.
Runway 34, clear to land, New Zealand 218.
Qantas 117, taxi, stand your choice via Alpha 6, good night.
Let's see, taxi, stand my choice via Alpha 6, looking for the ATC, good up.
So those two statics on release, you'll be able to turn them off if you don't want them. And just going to sort out our departures, runway 34, Flat 5 Romeo to Roussel. A lot of detail in this scenery. How many more people have we got flying in? Oh, that was a nice touchdown. Look at that for a screenshot. World of wearable art, wow. Okay, let's make sure we've got the Lanta fired up. Plan a flight, add a plan, import from SimBrief. That's ready to go. Ronan's got 2 more inbounds. Applechip, welcome aboard.
Bloody good landing. Taxi down to your choice via Alpha and Alpha 7. Sorry, Alpha and Private 7.
Cheers for that. Alpha 7 is the standing on 218.
Have a good night.
Right, so in the flight deck, got APU on, we got rid of that. We can also pre-plan our pushback. We didn't need it for our departure out of Queenstown. They're just these are all World of Warcraft. That's a thing, isn't it? Let's actually kind of want to do this, don't we? Because I don't have any 737s in Osprey, actually. I'll do. Neat enough, isn't it? So, initial climb. Pollux 5, Romeo RNAV departure. Where is it? Navigraph, there we go. Basically, takeoff, 340 degrees, left a little bit, and then straight up to Roussel. From Pollux, turn left direct to Roussel. That's literally the start. Cross Laxiv adder above 11,000. Cross Pollux adder above 3,000, and that's the only restrictions as well. Happy days. A couple of oceanic transitions for those of you heading off over the water. But we're not. We're going north to Auckland. Hi Shepherd. Ah, you shouldn't have said that. You ruined it for us.
Last station calling for Coulson.
1029, 1029. Let's stick 8,000.
Osprey 69, push start approved. Time 444.
And push start to time 444.
Osprey 165, standing 27, request push start at 10.
Osprey 165, stand by for now. The company traffic pushing adjacent.
We'll go hold position now, Osprey 165. So, out of 10, what do you reckon this scenery is worth, folks? Awesome, isn't it? Look at that, we've even filled up Wellington. I have no idea how that aircraft's going to get out of there. That is a tight spot. like we've got a nighttime arrival into Auckland as well. Does anybody know if you need to activate anything in particular for BDGS with Flightbeam Studios to work? One thing that's really nice, we'll have a little look as we taxi towards the threshold, is the fact that here from Flightbeam Studios have also gone and created the rock formations out over the edge of the water too. Does give it that much more realistic sort of look and feel. Blue, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Same with aircraft add-ons as well. Some of the preview copies I get sent, when they get updated, they don't work anymore. Flightbeam Studios, however, very generously adds it to my account, so this will stay in date for me. Beautiful scenery.
Ready for taxi.
Osprey 69, taxi Alpha 10 holding point, runway 34 via Bravo 5 and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha, well, Alpha was that, and to tax Bravo 5 and Alpha is off.
That's all good, that's off, that's on.
Taxi Alpha 10 holding point, runway 34 via Bravo 5 and Alpha.
Oh, Bravo 5, Alpha to Alpha 10.
So that's one thing you've got to make sure we've reset when we finish pushback, rudder trim. If you're ever doing a turnaround in MSFS, always check that to make sure that's working. He's on the move.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, stand 29, 15, pushing start.
Got
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, standby number 2.
quite a few actually flying.
Osprey 165 push start approved, time 48.
Start approved, Osprey 165. They're going to do the thing with that, the tug. It is, isn't it? One thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I really hope they can improve the way the pushback works in the future. Still though, talk about pushback, keeps it easy for us. I can see aircraft joining now. Doc, thank you. Wow, ground speed 337. My live definitely broke again.
Cleared to Auckland by the flight planner. Flight level 350.
Gav, no worries, thanks for joining as a member. Welcome.
5 Romeo departure, route transition. 5225.
Okay, we're cleared to Auckland via the flight planner, flight level 350. Hold X5 Romeo departure with the route transition, score 5225 to New Zealand 218.
New Zealand 218, read back. Is correct information, Hotel 1029 is correct.
That looks like back's complete, it is. Visual steering is now active again. See some nav lights over there showing turbo stick on Volanta. Same call sign, Doc, of course. It's my call sign. That or Osprey Concorde 1. Centurion, no worries, thank you. Great to have you fly along for us, with us. Bill, good morning, beautiful day, good flight, thank you. Wonderful scenery. Only 2 days away from release now. And post-release, it will also have VDGS added to it too, so look forward to that as well. On 2-stage of flap, max auto brake, arm that, that's good now, so ignition mode, norm, resets the rudder trim, 0 anyway, and we'll pop those out of the belly. Nice. Osprey 165, request taxi.
Osprey 165, taxi off 10 holding point, runway 34, by Bravo 5 and Alpha.
Taxi hold point, runway 34 via Bravo 5 and Alpha, Osprey 165. Don't need throttle anymore.
Interesting, stroke that push and start, New Zealand 218.
It starts to roll itself, which is great.
218, say parking.
We're at stand 13, looking for pushback. We'll just be pushing straight back, New Zealand 218.
Green for the flaps, let's click the button and we'll test the takeoff config again.
Wellington Tower, New Zealand 2472 is established on runway 34.
Bravo 5 coming up, we can see it on the textures actually, so I don't even need the charts.
247, surface winds calm, runway 34, clear land.
Clear to land, runway 34 for New Zealand 2472.
Got 2 on finals.
New Zealand 218, push and start approved, time 52. Break, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, push and start approved, time 52.5.
What we'll do is we'll try and slow down.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf.
Please stop though. Now before we go, does anybody want to see anything else in particular with the scenery? Before we head off to Flightbeam's Auckland. Go on finals, looks like we'll probably be holding position for both of those. There we go. Need that speed off a bit. Yeah, New Zealand pushing back there as well. Aha, look at that. Green shot. It's a very small airport, Doc. Oh, there goes the night lighting. Wow, look at that. Look at the night lights on the grounds as well. All the green lights. Right. We'll have a good look around very quickly of the night lighting as well, because then you'll have seen everything.
Osprey 69, A320, vacate Alpha right on Alpha 3. Once everyone contact crash for 123 Dayton 7, runway 34 clear to me at takeoff.
Zam, clear for immediate takeoff contact Osprey 69.
AFM Osprey 69.
Clear for immediate takeoff.
Wow. So he's been cleared for immediate takeoff. We could end up... Oh, there's some cool lights.
New Zealand 2472, very warm welcome to Wellington. Taxi standard choice via Alpha and Bravo 7. Have a good night.
Taxi to the gate
So,
by Alpha and
all the little
Bravo
bits where we just were.
New Zealand 2472, thanks very much for the service.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, ready for taxi.
Osprey
That's so good.
71 Alpha Golf. Taxi Alpha 10 runway
I'm just going to try and be
34,
real quick here.
via Bravo 5 and Alpha give way.
Here's the
to
terminal
the,
interior night lights.
A320 passing right to left on Alpha.
Giving way to the A320.
I think
right
we've already
left on
missed.
Alpha via Bravo
He did,
5
he's up.
and Alpha to Alpha 10, runway 34. Osprey 71 Alpha Golf.
Off he goes.
And also in sector
New Zealand 218
Anyway,
taxi
back in here for a
Alpha
second.
10 holding point runway 34 via.
I'm trying to do so much. I feel like the controller's laughing at me.
Alpha to the Alpha 10 holding point 34.
The thing is, you go to sort of like a further out view like this. Look how nice that looks. As a scenery. That's remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely stunning.
Osprey 69, come out 3000.
Bar brake on.
Osprey 69 contact crash hitch control 123 7.
347, I think that was.
I'll try and get drone camera. Eight. 16, so that's back to where it was. There's night lights. More than 2 Centurio, yes.
Osprey 165 behind the landing A320 runway 34 line up behind.
On the landing A320, line up and wait behind Osprey 165.
Wellington Tower,
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Stand 24. We are requesting IFR clearance to Auckland.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike stand man 1.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I think we just missed a bounce. Doc, do you like my intentional timing of the day, though? How about that?
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
That's all good. Check the approach. Love the graffiti on the wall as well. They've even added that. It's
Osprey
insane.
27 Juliet Mike available.
Little digger over there as well.
Yeah, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike stand 24. Copy the information out to Tail Opus A320 requesting IFR clearance to Auckland.
Alex 5 Romeo, I've got my charts.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike cleared to Auckland flight plan route level. Sorry, you've got flight level 100 in here. Do you want that? Do you want 32 or 35?
We'll go for 320. Sorry about that. Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Not a problem.
Break on.
Re-cleared flight level 320. Pollex 5 Papa departure, Russell transition for 5.
There's another screenshot.
Clearance to Auckland, flight level 320 and the Polish 5 Papa departure, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
This is a great bit of scenery. Made even better because of the sunset as well. There's the DHL hangars. The emissives to them kicking in. And we'll get the drone camera position round so that we can capture the airfield once we've departed. Our departure frequency can't remember what it was, but anyway, we're all set. ECAM memos, no blue, transponders on. TCAS we've now set TARA, it was anyway. And the rudder trim set 0, flight deck door locked. Earth page. We'll do that to 10 so we can actually track. Neil, hello, welcome. What do you think so far? And Ashley as well, hello, welcome, welcome. What do you think of Wellington so far? It's great, isn't it? Just tuned in, Neil.
And sorry, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, I've had a mind blank. Sorry, do you want rear engine flight level 310 or 330?
How's that for night lighting?
Yeah, we'll go for 310, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike. And,
this is a beta preview, of course, as well, don't forget.
Re-clear level 310 and push and start approved, time 06.
Push and start approved, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Cracking, isn't it? We're going to get takeoff clearance in a second, I think. So let's just reset this real quick. Lovely, that'll do. Apple Chip, hello, 1237. Ah yes, in fact that's the last frequency we were tuned into.
Osprey 165, really sorry for the delay. Once airborne, contact Christchurch Control 123-7, runway 34, clear for takeoff, have a good night.
No problem at all. We're after departure, contact Christchurch 123.7 and runway 34, clear takeoff. Osprey 165, thanks for the ATC, good night.
Night.
Nighthawk landed in Wellington, a little exhausted. Full on though, isn't it, with a bit of ATC as well. Set a bit of throttle. Brakes off. 2 clicks, flex, SRS, and runway. Speeds of life. Accelerating away now. We leave Wellington at night. 80 knots, start to relieve the nose wheel pressure from the stick. We centralise the yoke to a neutral position. V1, rotate. Got a rogue fan. Oh, there we go. Positive rate. That's not distracting at all, is it? Anyway, positive rate. Gear up, and away we go. Another screenshot. Whee. Right. Slight left turn. And we can arm autopilot. Wesley! Hello, hello. Look at that though, Wellington. Beautiful. And we've got to get a bit of wing view before we hit through the cloud as well, perhaps. Look at that. Let's go flaps 1 now. Neil, wow. Been there in real life spotting as well. That's incredible. It's a very nice airport. Looks great here in MSFS. It does, doesn't it? Flightbeam Studios releasing on the 19th of April for £16. Let's check our aircraft config. We're going to make sure that's lever climb, and we will now stick that in like so. 1237. Christchurch Control, good evening again. Osprey 165, 3,300 feet. Polax 5 Romeo departure.
3165, Christchurch Control. Today again, you're identified. Climb via the Sid, flight level 350.
Lavala Sid, flight level 350. Osprey 165. Okay, let's go Auckland. Fat fingers. Oh wow, look at that. Wesley, interesting. Wesley says, nice takeoff, long time no see, you might have missed it, but hello. Thankfully, the Streamlabs bot doesn't read those ones out. Keep trying to break it, don't you? Hope you're okay, Wesley, hope you're well. That fiery sunset now. We fly this Pollax 5 Romeo departure. New Zealand is one of the best places if you want a fantastic sunset, sunrise in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But also fantastic controllers, as Wesley's saying. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning for those folks, but they've decided to provide us some ATC, which is just remarkably generous. So thank you to all of our ATC controllers that have taken part today. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Contact the tower now, 118.8, cheers.
The tower 1886 for the 7 site very good.
Cheers, yeah.
10,000, there's the speed limit point, the little pink dots on the map. Get rid of those and retract them. We're literally flying pretty much a straight line all the way to Auckland. There's your realistic view. What about the other side? Look at that.
Christchurch Control, good day, New Zealand 218 with you climbing through A.
More screenshots for Wellington now.
New Zealand 218.
Oh my god, I've taken loads.
You're identified, climb via Sid, flight level 350.
Climbing via the 53.
Ian, fantastic. Yeah, they sounded great. Dave 6 Bravo is what we want, wasn't it? Yep, Dave 6 Bravo to runway 05 right. So transitions via Lengu. Wesley, I know what you mean about the cough now because it's been killing me over the last 2 days. Ultimately, I feel okay. Like I've just got a bit of a thick cold, but wow, the cough. Thankfully, I can mute the stream when I need to. It can be quite painful at times. Oh, you know what I've just spotted? There goes the sun. That remarkable scenery. Definitely need to purchase the New Zealand mesh from Orbex. Don't know why I've still not. Oh, Wesley. Oh dear. I have no idea what that means, but please God, hopefully it's not offensive.
Those controllers be like g'day g'day g'day.
Wasn't even sure, so it didn't even read it out. Ante, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you're well. Flight plan NZAA arrival. ILS 5 rights. Dave 6B. Lengu. Rusil, top climb, Pabby, top descent, Pockham, Davy. Let's clear the Christchurch charts from Navigraph, we don't need those. Keep smashing that like button, folks. Hopefully we can get to 100 before we get to Auckland, that'd be fantastic.
Speedbird correction, Osprey 690, you cleared the Davy 6 Bravo arrival, runway 05.
How's COVID? You know what, it feels okay now. I was hoping I could work tomorrow because I certainly feel fit enough, but I've been told no, which means I've lost out my double time 12 hours, which I'm not too happy about. Right, anyway, as we climb up, we'll have a look at Navigraph. That's what we've just put in, the Davy 6 Bravo. So there's Dave, Davy. There's the YQNDB 254, and the charts look like this. Hamilton VOR, back no, cancel that, sorry. Davy here, max 280 knots, at or above 8,000 by ATC, heading 340 degrees up to the YQNDB 254 as a frequency. Speed constraint of max 240 knots, and then we're going to be between 5,000 to 9,000 feet. We're heading sort of westerly, 279 degrees to Gittock, max 220, descending further down towards 4,000, and then Lengu for 3,000. There's a hold there if we all get a bit congested, but I can't see that we would be. Before then continuing on 05 right for an ILS approach from Lengu, which is here. Straight in to Auckland. There's an Auckland VOR 1148 and a missed approach. Track on 051 to MRAG mandatory 3,000 feet, and we're going to intercept the glide slope from 3,000 feet as well. Decision heights 215 feet on the Barrow. Transition level about 150. Let's have a look here. What is the METAR at Auckland at the moment? 1278. Auckland information Kilo 1330Z. Expect ILS DME approach runway 05 right. Runway conditions are wet. But delivering ground, contact tower 1187. Surface wind 070 degrees at 15 knots. Damn, before we know it, we might as well put it in now. 070 at 15. Visibility more than 10 kilometres. Present weather light rain, no significant clouds. Temperatures plus 18 degrees Celsius. Dew point plus 13 degrees Celsius. Wrong button. Looking at a different screen. And QNH 1022. There we go. Minimum, as I mentioned a minute ago, 215. We can check the RadNav page as well to make sure that it matches the data in the charts for the ILS, and it does. IAA is the 3-letter code. Frequency is 1103, we cross-checked that on the charts, that's correct, as is the course of 051 as well. We want 1148, which is AA.
Osprey 165, you cleared the Davy 6 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right, get Auckland, information Kilo.
Cleared Davy 6 Bravo arrival, ILS runway 05 right, and information Kilo on board Osprey 165. What are we doing? YQ is what I was looking for. 254, there we go.
71 Alpha Golf, Christchurch control, good evening. You're identified, climb via the SID, to flight level 3, scenic 0. Climb via the SID to flight level 370,
Top of the climb, followed by top of descent. Barely 80 miles apart. Look at that. Let's leave the lights off, shall we? $91 likes, thanks guys, really appreciate that. We've got Tower Online 1187 in Auckland as well, so thanks to Michael for providing ATC there. Jeff, can't talk about it sadly. If you're new, welcome, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button as well. Come say hello in the live chat. Andy Brockback saying New Zealand is a god zone. It's quite fantastic, isn't it? Mr. Squiggle, thanks, enjoyed the stream. But I'm fading. That's no good. Roadfib raining at Auckland. Looking on Valanta and I can't see any weather. People must be scratching their heads going, how come there's ATC on in New Zealand so late? And also, if you are watching in the chat, and you're one of our controllers today, how do you get around, sort of, if I, for example, wanted to transfer my ground training, VATSIM, across to you guys, how does it work? Late here, Mr. Squiggle. What's... oh, look at that. My God. Did the Death Star? That's got to be a screenshot right there. Let's scroll around.
Argentina 1-4 for control. Are you with me? Yes, sorry, I am. Argentina 1-4 tanks, report level passing.
Oh, that reflection there is insane. Oh, look at that.
Hey Sam, just report your altitude.
Christopher, I don't know. Really don't know, to be honest. Perhaps they, you know, ended up coming across a bit of a problem. How's that for a screenshot? It's because the sun is ever so slightly up still with the in the background. Look at that, that's insane. I mean, that's a huge moon. Probably needs to be a bit smaller. But hey, let's not criticise. I mean, it's massive. That's as if it flies about 5 miles above the Earth's atmosphere.
New Zealand 218 cleared the Davy 6 Bravo arrival, runway 305 right at Auckland, and it's information kilo.
I guess it is a full moon.
With information kilo, Davy 6 Bravo arrival for 05 right.
There you go, Doc. You wanted to see a full moon in MSFS. There you go. Happy Easter. Metal H, your livery's very detailed. Thanks. Glad you like it. Got a lot of little details in it.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, no radar contact, signs of fire.
You know what? I can't look at it anymore. It looks way too big. Hilarious. Look at that. Almost down. Cell point there.
Osprey Juliet Mike, just recycle mode Charlie, escort 5640.
That remarkable sunset. Of course, as we descend in a short while, we will end up getting darker very quickly as well. We'd have passed Raglan a minute ago down below. In fact, where's Raglan?
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, thanks for identified.
Oh no, Raglan's coming up. It's under Davy. That's a great NZAA simulation scenery, Raglan. Between Pockham and Davy there. Osprey 69. Brilliant. We'll use the other side. There we go, look at that. We'll pretend the space station's not there. Maybe the moon's flying into Auckland as well. It's even larger in VR, I worry about being crushed by it. Wow. I don't think I've taken so many screenshots in a long time. Josh, hello. This is the experimental branch of the flybywire A32NX. Hopefully you guys loved the look of Flightbeam's Auckland. Little preview that we've just done. Of course, good old standard route. We're off to Auckland. Wellington. We just previewed Wellington. Wow. I'll get it right one day. I'll try to anyway. Yeah, hopefully you guys loved the preview of Flightbeam's Wellington Airport NZWN from Microsoft Flight Simulator. And we're off to land at Flightbeam's.
All stations inbound Auckland, New Auckland information, Lima, and the QNH 1021.
Oh yeah, it's changed. 005 right. Winds 070 degrees, 14 knots. Present weather, light showers of rain. Josh, oh, extremely, yeah. So, I'm assuming you're using the stable version, asking that question, right? A lot of people still using the stable version don't realise that the development branch is actually pretty stable in itself, probably more so than the stable version. So, stable is a package name. It doesn't mean it's more stable. Quite a lot of people still using the stable, but I've never used the stable myself, and I'd probably suggest giving the development version a go, or even this one, the experimental version for the VNAV. It's very, very good. And you'd never use the stable version ever again, I can promise you that. Nursey 2, just about at Gatwick in the A320 on VATSIM. Nice, airspace nice and busy there. Yeah, of course, Manchester as well has got the Manchester event on today. Let's just check everything here. 1021. Temperature 17 degrees. This will be the last time I fiddle with this one because we'll be into descents. Not really much of a change anyway. So, where's top of descent? There it is, up Abbey.
Osprey 69, continue descent to flight level 150.
Continue descend 150 off screen.
Osprey 165, when ready, descend to flight level 260.
When ready, descend flight level 260, Osprey 165.
And Osprey 165, contact me now on Auckland Control 123.9.
Contact Auckland Control 123.9, Osprey 165. Auckland Control, g'day, Osprey 165.
Osprey 165, Auckland Control, g'day, descending flight level 260 when you're ready.
Flight level 260, Osprey 165. We've got to descend when ready. Proper descent's there. I'm going to cross check something against the charts for a second. Davies at or above 8,000. It's only 19 miles. 33. So 40 track miles to Lengu from Davy. It's going to be really dark when we turn up. Yeah, Josh, hopefully you really enjoy it. Let us know how you get on with it. John almost fell asleep when he cleared me to take off. Fair play. Yeah, it's set very, very late for these folks. Really appreciate it.
218, contact me now on Auckland Control 123.9.
Contacting you now 1239 is on 218. We'll be now on 1239 is on 218.
He's on 218, so Control, g'day, flight level 350. When ready to descend to flight level 260, Auckland information Lima.
With Lima, and when ready now down to flight level 260, NZWN.
Blue, no worries. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the Wellington preview. Got a bit of a headwind slowing us down today. 30 knots off the airspeed.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf. You're cleared the Davy 6 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right at Auckland.
Cleared the Davy 6 Bravo for ILS 05 right for Osprey 71 off.
We'll start a bit of a descent now. Ian, experimental's awesome, never had a problem. It feels a lot more polished, doesn't it? It's so far ahead of the stable branch as well. Never go back. Oh, Josh, you'll enjoy things like this, the VNAV system as well that it's now got.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you have noticed,
Osprey 69 descend to 1,000 feet, the
now would be a good time to
QNH
wrap up the
1021.
to take care of as we prepare for off-road.
1,010.
We ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
What have we got here? Fuel's still good. We tankered, so we filled up in Auckland, so ready for basically the entire set of the couple of flights that we've done today.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, please make sure all electronic devices are now switched off, your seatbelts are securely fastened, and your seatbacks and tray tables are in the upright lock position. If you've had any carrying luggage out during the flight, now is the time to make sure it is securely stowed, either Wellington needs the seat in front of you or on the overhead lockers above. Once again, if you are in one of our exit rows today, please make sure all carrying luggage is stowed in the overhead lockers only.
Argentina 14, your star clearance, cleared the T Papa 3 Alpha arrival, runway 34 at Wellington.
Cabin crew, prepare cabin for arrival, please.
Argentina 14, your star
There's top
clearance.
descent.
And your star clearance is the T Papa 3 Alpha arrival, runway 34.
Whiskey India 5000. That's minimums.
So the arrival is called the Tango Papa Alpha Papa Alpha.
80 miles to that.
3 Alpha arrival.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to leave it on VNAV today and just see what it does. Because yesterday I was fiddling around with it all
The Zulu contact now on
quite a lot. We'll try and avoid that today, just to sort of put it through its paces a bit more.
129 at decimal 3, 9 in November Zulu.
Chasing down Osprey 69. Ashley. It's up ahead. It's overhead Raglan at the moment, actually. I think Ashley is.
Thank you.
There's our bottom of descent indicated at Pockham there. It looks like we're on our VNAV path quite nicely too.
Argentina 14, radar shows you at flight level 254. Check your altimeter and confirm altitude.
Ian, wonderful. So great to hear actually. You were using the Osprey DMR as an extra one.
Star to 6,000 feet.
Jeff, have you actually sold quite a few of the Visix autopilot controllers then? They've been quite popular. I know I've had a few comments from people saying they've ordered one, it looks fantastic, they can't wait for it to turn up. I was thinking if you're selling if you've ended up selling quite a few, you're making each one by hand. It's quite remarkable. Gives you a lot to do, keeps you busy.
Okay,
You'll appreciate the flight sim when you do get around to flying on it again. In the horizon there, you can just see wispy clouds, look, just over the horizon, so it's indicating there's some cloud cover around. We don't have a weather radar, sadly, to assist us.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, declare the Davy 6 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right at Auckland, it's information Lima.
Max 280 knots at Davy.
Clear the Davy 6 Bravo, 05 right, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Osprey 165, continue descent to flight level 150.
Continue descent, flight level 150, Osprey 165. This is absolute darkness now, look. What is that, the magenta thing on the speed tape, Josh? It's VNAV. Wow, 14 autopilots you have to ship out in the next 2 weeks. Send help. Fantastic. There's going to be 14 people that are going to be absolutely loving their autopilot controller then.
Osprey 71 Alpha
It's pretty good.
Contact me now on Auckland Control.
Apparently you released a CJ4 profile for the autopilot controller the other day as well, is that right?
Auckland Control, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, Auckland, flight level 370. When you're ready, you can descend to flight level 360.
Get rid of the cups.
We're ready to descend to flight level 260.
Gin and tonic in that, not coffee. So we've got to make sure at this point we've got all of our charts done, we've got all of our weather input for our approach, and we've not only briefed the approach, but we've briefed the missed approach as well, which we've done a little while ago. Runway length in Auckland is 3,535 metres. So with that in mind, let's do a flaps 3 arrival, shall we? So we come in a little bit quicker, so we go config 3, and then in the overhead panel we activate landing flap 3 mode, and then we check the ECAM for GPWS flap 3 there as well. So that's the aeroplane confirming that we're going to be landing with only 3 stages of flaps today. It's a very, very common occurrence at London Heathrow. You'll see pretty much all of the A320s land in config 3. So if you fly into Heathrow on VATSIM or a Microsoft Flight Simulator, even if it's not on VATSIM and you want that little bit of extra realism, I can really advise selecting config 3, landing flaps 3. Just a user, have a good one.
Needed on 218, continue descent to flight level 150.
Continuing.
Roger on board, thinks I need some help. I just wing it, Doc, you know this. That'll do. MRAG is
Osprey 69, descend by a start of 3,000 feet, cleared ILS, then you approach runway
11.4, well that's all good.
Down at 4,000 barrel star and 055 for Southwest.
Davy, speed constraint 280. We've just added that in manually, so we're telling the aeroplane now, when we get to Davy, we need to slow down.
Osprey 69, that descent to 3,000 feet before the ILS, thanks.
2,000.
Osprey 165, continue descent to 1,000 feet, QNH 1021.
You descent 1,000 feet, QNH 1021, Osprey 165. Hey, we're doing it.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, I can't remember if I asked you, are you on 1239 or still 1237?
Just is going to Verona, very nice. Going for a config 3 into Verona, very long runway there, good shout. Jeff, fantastic. Getting the 146, trying to make physics autopilot controller profile for it. That's going to be
Osprey
fantastic.
27 Juliet Mike, contact me now on Auckland Control 123-490.
That would be very good actually, helping to sort of control the 146 professional. If it was daylight, down below we would see Raglan, which is a touristy resort in New Zealand. There is a water runway and also nice little gravel dirt grass strip. Josh, cheers buddy. We've got the landing rate monitor switched on as well, so we're going to be able to try and work out. We'll hopefully get another buttery landing.
Contact me now on Christchurch Control, frequency 123.7.
86, above 8,000. This is looking quite nice actually. 30 miles.
Speedbird 16, correction Osprey 165, descend by a start of 6,000 feet.
Descend by the star, 6,000 feet, Osprey 165.
Argentina 14, Christchurch, thank you. Maintain flight level 200.
I'll try. I need to. Osprey 165 needs a touchdown of -165. We'll try. You know what? I wish there was a way for you to set like a vertical speed here, and have it just display permanently on. You know, you could set maybe I want a touchdown of 165, and it will set the crosshairs for you, so you can target it and try and aim for it. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Thirsty has a question. In the Flybywire A320 with the new VNAV, does the plane automatically start descent if in managed mode? Assumingly I need to set my target descent altitude prior to top of descent. Yes, but it does require you to push the button, I think. I think in the Boeing it will activate for you. Shouldn't need ground spoilers unless I miscalculate something, so we'll arm them now. New Bricks, what flight model and systems do you think are best for the long haul aircraft? What do you mean? There's some strobes in the distance to the aircraft in front. I think that's Osprey 69 actually. Jeff, the inspiration behind the autopilot was me trying to do RNAV approaches in the Aerosoft CRJ and trying to actively manage vertical speed by switching the view back and forth between the PFD and the vertical speed mod. And also had to be done. Hey, it's great you guys have got the sort of ability to create these things. We need Osprey Virtual Airlines, Josh. We do have Osprey Virtual. Go to brishavgeek.com/Osprey-Airways and you'll find it there, Josh. We log all of our flights using the landing rate monitor client, and it all feeds into the Osprey operations section in our Discord server as well, so you can see everybody's touchdown ratings, give the butter emojis for people that do a nice buttery landing. Go for target 240 here. So lights, signs are all on as required. Landing flap 3 mode is on. What else have we got here? Zoom in, there's our fixed ring for 10 miles. Let's turn that on. And
Osprey 165, continue to descend vast out of 3,000 feet. You're cleared for the ILS, the Demi approach. 05 right, report established. And you're number 2, 15 miles on trail behind the company 737.
Key descent 3,000 feet and cleared ILS approach. Runway 05 right, report established, number 2, Osprey 165.
New Zealand 218, descend fire start at 6,000 feet.
There's number 1, Ashley. See his lights flashing away. Flightbeam Auckland for this today.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150.
Jeff, no, we will not be getting any form of Osprey Airways detail livery. I'll have you know. Doc, yeah, it's super long. Same with in Heathrow as well, they would use flap 3 for approach in real life, even if the runway's wet. Depends how wet though, but the runway's so long, it's absolutely fine. What's the big thing really with a wet landing is like a firmer touchdown. You want weight on the wheels, nice and firm, get that grip. So that's where I guess in a way butter goes out the window. Oh, 4 more likes to 100. Come on guys, you can do it. Let's turn approach mode on now, we'll get it active. In fact, we've already passed decel and it's activated it for us, lovely. Great stuff. 200 knots is our green dot speed and it's telling us here approach speed of 137, landing speedish 132.
Osprey 69, I see you're establishing there, maintain 1.
Yeah, we literally just got
contact down there, 118 clear. Might have been 2 at once. Might have been 2 at once. Osprey 69, I see you're establishing there. Maintain 170 knots to 5 miles final and contact the tower 118 clear.
That's what I need to do.
130 to 5 and contact tower with us
187, that's ready. Interesting. Why did it do that? Showing throttle idle still. Okay. Let's get some speed brake out here. Gonna bust our profile otherwise. That weird little bit of behaviour there.
New Zealand 218, so Auckland.
New Zealand 218, sorry.
32 is the Category C aircraft.
Weird issue with distance fitting should be moving again very shortly.
Roger.
Confirm that was 128 AM and then we got into the back of 128.
So that's Osprey 69, frequency is 118, decimal 7.
1187, we'll get that, thank you.
Sorry, that might have been my mistake, thank you.
That's a bit better. So passing Gittuk at 4,000, that's fine. Speed's 220. There's Ashley, little white light there as we're turning, trying to fight the race the turn. There we go. And there's Auckland. First glimpse of that again. It's been a little while since we've flown into Auckland International. Aerofly, welcome.
New Zealand 218, descend by a start of 3,000 feet, cleared ILS to the approach runway 05 right. Report established, and you number 2 following an A320 who's just about returned final.
Aerofly, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel.
Up to 3,000 and cleared ILS DME
So,
05
landing auto brake low.
Number 2, thanks.
Ground spoilers are armed. Landing config 3, we've got it in the ECAM memos as well. Light signs as required.
A320 is following, is just approaching Mingu.
Roger, thanks. New Zealand 209.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, descend to 1,000 feet, QNH is 1021.
Descend to 11.
Flaps 1.
On the QNH 1021, Osprey 7 Alpha Golf.
Argentina 14, descend to flight level 150.
Make sure we've got our charts ready as well. So just as a reminder for any missed approach folks, we track on 051 degrees to MRAG mandatory 3,000 feet.
2,500.
Osprey 165 established 11 miles.
Osprey 165, thanks. Traffic you're following is 8 miles ahead. And to contact tower now 118.18, cheers.
Contact tower 118.7 and visual with 1 in front. Osprey 165, good night.
Thanks, good night, yeah, 118.7. I think I'm doing that all night tonight.
2,500.
Cheers for you, ATC, appreciate it.
No worries.
1187, flaps 2 set, we're going to hold 165 I reckon. We'll do 160 till 4. Yeah, quite bumpy isn't it? Auckland Tower, good evening, Osprey 165, 9 miles, ILS 05 right with Lima.
2,500.
5, hello, can you approach number 2?
2,500.
You approach number 2, Osprey 165. That is bumpy. There's the moon. If in doubt, go to an exterior view to shut up the ground proximity warning system. Look at that. Wow.
Alpha contact.
Still make that 37 vacates left, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Good land, runway 05 right, Osprey 165.
Osprey 69, you can vacate left Alpha 7, taxi Alpha Bravo 6 to a stand of choice, thanks.
On Alpha 7,
get down.
On Alpha Bravo 6 stand of choice.
6 miles. And finally, flaps 3. I'm secure. We'll hold 160 till about 4. At the moment, we've got a 33 knot headwind with a slight crosswind component as well, and it looks variable. It's backing all the time, look. It says as it stabilises, now in fact it's veering. So a little bit variable, slight crosswind, probably about 5 knots or so. There's 4. Back to manage speed. So autopilot off. Running into a bit more of a crosswind now.
400.
First time landing at night for quite a long time as well.
300. 100 above.
Minimums. We'll continue. Suggesting we've lost the glide slope a bit, but I'm actually quite comfortable that we haven't because I'm following the Pappies as well. More than the ILS now.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Little kick on the rudder. There we go. How's that for a smooth one?
Auckland Tower, g'day, New Zealand 218 with your service here, 5 right.
Reverse green. That's the nose wheel down now as well.
Continue approach number 1, New Zealand 218.
We can vacate Alpha 6. No, Alpha 5.
Osprey 165, you can vacate left Alpha 5, Bravo 5 to a standard choice. Thanks.
Vacate left Alpha 5, Bravo 5, standard choice. Osprey 165. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good night.
No worries, you too, thanks. New Zealand 218, surface wind 090 degrees, 11 knots, runway 05 right, clear to land.
05 right, clear to land, New Zealand 218.
That's our first night landing in a long time. Bravo 5's in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until this aircraft has come to a
Sport for
complete
choice
stop
here.
and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. When preparing to disembark, please remember to take all personal belongings with you, and please take care while opening those overhead lockers. If your cell phone or other electronic devices now
Here's a
within reach,
question.
then now switched off. Finally, on behalf of your onboard team, would like to thank you for flying with New
Oh, there is a
Zealand on the
VDGS
Star
module.
Alliance network. It
Stuff.
has been a
We
pleasure
shall
having
use
you
that
aboard.
one.
Take care, have a great day, and thank you for flying with us.
Good. There we go. Active A320. Look at that. VDGS to finish off. Love it. Not quite the Aerosoft VDGS, of course, but certainly does the job. We get the radar arrow as well, telling us we're too far to the left. Gosh, flare nicely. Thank you very much. It's all about what my flying instructors taught me in real life, is holding the position of the flare. So once you've set a flare, don't then chase it. You've got to just let the aeroplane settle into it, basically. 14, 13. God, I wish brakes were less harsh. Suspense. Stop. Look at that, it's right on the line. And it's given us the OK. Hello, the Air New Zealand announcements come from the Luke Air Tool. It's some really good freeware on flightsim.to. Jetway. Where on earth are we? Ah, there we are. And all we can see is The night lights have more people on approach. Who have we got? David, got John. Oh, that's the last one actually. The last few are all coming in. Static Aviator is on short finals. That's the first aircraft that we can see. Question is, let's put it back onto daylight, shall we? So we can see everybody landing. Do a bit of a sunset in Auckland for the final bit. See everybody landing, and if perhaps this is the first time you've seen Flightbeam Studios Auckland scenery, then you can see it in all its glory too. Actually, you noticed that then, right? Look at that, it's a proper smooth landing there. Good job. Bit of a crosswind to contend with.
Auckland Tower, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, established ILS.
There's David. So this is one of their kind of, if you like, their flagship sceneries, Flightbeam Studios.
Can you approach number 1, Osprey 7 Alpha Golf?
Actually did a Ryanair landing, 430 foot per minute, 2.16 G, wowzers. Look at that. Got a couple of static aircraft in the international terminal area over here.
5 Bravo 5 to choice, thanks, New Zealand 218.
Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, surface wind 090 degrees, 11 knots, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, Osprey.
There we are. Parked up on stance. Actually, Michael O'Leary will be on the phone to you shortly. All of the Air New Zealand training centre and all the flight sim hangars and things over there as well for the pilots in real life. Very nice bit of scenery this is. There is also over there somewhere the Auckland VOR. You know what, every time we've flown into Auckland we've had the 05 right. We've never had it from the other direction, have we? Now I'm going to be doing tons of Ryanair landings when that PMDG 737 turns up, I tell you. I am not going to be able to be smooth in that thing, I don't think. At least initially trying to learn the jet. I think it's going to be a little bit of a WWE smackdown. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. 109 likes. Dwayne, welcome on board. Thanks for subscribing as well. We've got David, and then we've got John to finish us off. Ian's been to Auckland a few times as well. Looks fantastic. Even the grass cut lines are done correctly in the scenery. That's pretty cool, isn't it? East Coast Canadian. So this one, Auckland for Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's already out now. It's available from the Flightbeam store, but also available for that double whammy. Just about to see the other lights behind us. You can also get this on contrail.shop too.
Final runway 05.
Wellington that we had a little look at in the middle of today's stream. That was airport 2 of 3 in the middle.
See approach number
That
2.
releases in 2 days. The links for that are in the description as well for today's live stream. Thought we were going to get a bit of Topaz Sky today as well. We didn't get any Fly UK Topaz Skies. Aaron, does it have night lighting? Which one? Oh, by the way, Flybywire's model now, you're going to see the next two A320s land with the baggage doors open, the cargo doors. That's just the way the model works, sadly, now. That's something that actually they could probably do with trying to fix. In fact, it'll look a bit odd. That was a nice touchdown, so I'm going to get rid of baggage, and that door will close. Josh, any updates on the Fenix Sim A320? None yet, actually. Squiggly, yeah, Auckland, we mentioned it a little earlier on as well, actually. Thank you for reminding me. This scenery is on sale on the Flightbeam website.
Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, A320
£12. 12 British pounds. You get all of this. Awesome.
Clear to land, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Osprey 71 Golf. Correction, Osprey 71 Alpha Golf, you can vacate left Alpha 7, taxi Alpha
And the last one,
Bravo
John.
6 to a stand of choice, thanks.
Alpha 7, Alpha Bravo 6, standard choice. Osprey 7 Alpha Golf, thanks ATC.
Alright, yeah.
Over the next few days, going to be putting a little video out showing you guys some of the newest updates coming soon to the High Performance Group H145 helicopter with the Early Access Action Pack expansion as well, with some heli-med missions, which is going to be cool. So keep an eye on the channel for that. It's basically going to be an 8-minute long video. Ian, just short of B-class Fly UK. Awesome. I think I'm a Class A captain. I've been a Class A captain for about 1.5 years, 2 years, and keep forgetting to do some Fly UK flights at times. 112 likes, thanks guys. Hopefully in the next week or so we'll have a bit more of an idea as to how the PMDG 737 release is going to look, whether or not I've been picked to become one of the content creators that has been sort of, well, been chosen to do some of the pre-release preview stuff beyond Chewy and Fabio. And from tonight, I think it is, from what I read on the PMDG 737 forums, I think from tonight we're going to get those official videos from Robert Randazzo and the PMDG team. Tutorials begin by the sounds of it, which usually means it is getting close. Oh, we're about to see the sunset a second time at this rate. A lot of Easter sales going on at the moment, various developers. So Just Flight are doing an Easter pick and mix, Flightbeam Studios are doing a sale, Orbex are doing an Easter egg hunt and an Easter sale as well. This is looking quite smooth. Release date should be confirmed too. Not today. Over the next, potentially over the next week or so, I'd imagine a release date might be confirmed. There was an update today on the on the PMDG forums from Robert, just sort of explaining it all. Our final arrival into Auckland today. Yeah, we are literally in tomorrow, Doc, basically. That was a great touchdown. Look at that. John showing us how it's done. There we go. Queenstown to Wellington for the preview of the new Flightbeam Studios Wellington scenery releasing in 2 days for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Links are in the description for that, and if you want to get your hands on this scenery as well, this is also available now. It's on sale too on the Flightbeam website, £12. Queenstown, also payware. That was the Ini build scenery, and highly recommend checking that out too. Konnichiwa, somebody Japanese in the chat. I hope you're okay. Arigato gozaimasu for tuning in. Not sure what the next few streams will be. I need to work in basically when I'm going to be working next. I've got some flights. I've got a flight on Monday as well, providing I am COVID negative at the time. Hopefully I can get COVID negative quite soon. Thank you very much as well to all of our ATC. Really appreciate you guys logging onto the network super late at night for you guys. Really do appreciate that. We've had quite a few fly along as well, so hopefully all of you that flew along really enjoyed it. 2 sectors and enjoyed the scenery along the way as well. Thanks everybody for jumping on board with us today, flying along throughout today's live stream, throughout the preview, and a very warm welcome to all of our new subscribers as well. And thanks Wesley for dropping a super chat too, really kind of you. If you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button down below. Check out all of our channel merchandise on our website, britishavgeek.com. We've got various things on our Etsy store, some Osprey Airways merchandise, but also via our Spring store for some more generic merchandise related to the channel. So do check all that out too, and join us on Discord to continue the conversation. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you tune in very soon. Take care. Good night.